Hey, Joseph. How goes it? Notify go pop. Notify goes pop, I must click.
Commander, what did you find at the Jade Brotherhood camp?
So Ankka's trying to rebuild their mist portal device. Each of the captured Aether Blades had a piece she needed.
Then that mystery airship appears with a working model on board.
Ankka cancels the negotiations and turns her focus to finding the airship. Which means we should probably find it first.
Hey, Commander! It's Ivan. You know, from work? I think me and Gorik have a lead there. Where can we all meet?
I've got my hands full with the speakers in Jade Brotherhood, so I have to sit this out. Rama's waiting at our village.
We're on our way.
Played Tarkov today, and holy shit, PlanetSide's really honed your head clicking. 3 PMCs, all with instant headshots at the start of the spray. Feels good, man. There you go. There's a rugged, handsome planet man taking his winnings and learnings across the gaming universe. Love to see it. Love to see that. That's what I'm doing. Although my head clicking skills aren't that useful here.
What happened? Did I? Did we? Oh, no.
Your time is up, and the victory goes
Hail,
to
Mother! What a horrible
outsider.
stench!
And
It's
my students
spoiled.
will be doubling up on
The
their
ritual
drills for the next few weeks.
What? They obviously cheated. This isn't fair. You have to let us do it again.
Okay. I shot it once. Are there sci-fi elements in Guild Wars? If you heard correctly, it sounded an awful lot like a walkie-talkie. Yeah, it's mainly high fantasy. There's some steampunk type stuff. Like you can see my character has a pistol in his offhand. And there are some like technology sci-fi flavors, especially one of the player races are Asura, which is kind of like this universe's version of goblins. They're small, snarky creatures with a penchant for technology. They make these robots they call golems, power them with various energy sources. So yeah, there's tech. It's all still like powered by magic, but it looks like technology. Yeah, one of the classes is the engineer, actually, and engineers have like bomb kits, grenade kits. They have like they can do artillery. There's definitely that kind of stuff. I play a warrior. As you can see, I kind of play up the warrior aesthetic too, like plate armor. You can look very sci-fi. Here, actually, I'll give you an example of a sci-fi look. I actually saw this in the gem store earlier. See if I can find it again.
Sire, I just spotted one of your students in the forest. They slipped away when I called out.
The forest? Alone? No. Tatio!
Tatio!
Oh,
Here's a very
so
sci-fi looking
bold.
item.
Yes, it is.
Like,
But
it's still
not
pretty fancy.
important right now. I'll go after them.
That's not what I really had in mind, though. Where is it? Here it is. A Dynamics exosuit outfit. And you can get a glider to go along with it. So yeah, like it's still magic-y sci-fi, but hardly ever expanded on in the media. Yeah, I'd say the steampunk stuff here is pretty it's like the most important tone of the setting, but it is available here. There is some of it. And some of the player factions lean more into it, like the Char. Um they're the cat-like player race you can play as. They're pretty unique and very cool. And they have a very like, war machine kind of aesthetic. And there are steampunk all over for that. Closest thing you've gotten in a good spot was an anime called Last Exile. CGI is not aged well. 20 years old though. Yeah, it's a shame when CG that thrills you doesn't age well, isn't it? You ever see those old what was that show called Reboot? They used to have on that. I think it was on Cartoon Network back in the day. Man, that hasn't aged well. Let's see what we got here. Random stuff. This guy won't talk to me just yet. I gotta prove myself.
Centering. The force.
It is sick, dude. Here, let me show you my Char. He's fucking badass. Hang on. He's a Revenant, so he isn't playing engineer, but this is my Char, dude. It's Rorax Chainblade. He's a Hellraiser, man. Here, I'll show you what what's it called looks like. The Char home city. Each of the player races has their own home city. It's pretty extravagant, actually. Look at these guys. And when they run without a weapon out, they actually go on all fours. Isn't that adorable? Bro. This character is so fucking cool looking. Oh, God. Char just ooze. They ooze, man. Alright, let's go to the Char home city, though. Looking for... what's it called? Black Citadel. Here we go. Where should we start at? This is what a steampunk city should look like. This city is built on the ruins of an old human city.
If he goes back in, we'll talk.
Cityception. Definitely. Yeah, this game has some of the most beautifully designed environments I've seen in any RPG, really. But any MMO, certainly. this basically shows off like the whole Char aesthetic. You know what I need for my Char? Let's put on my my Battle Raptor. There we go. Now we're ready to go. Anyway, that's my Char. I haven't given him much love compared to my main, but he's here. The other character that I've put any love into at all other than my warrior main is Steiner Stonefist. The eyes look weird. This guy's dyes have definitely been changed. Sky. Mr. Steal Your Girl, absolutely. What did we use on this guy? Pretty sure it's iron. And then ebony on the leather bits. See what that looks like. It's nighttime, so you can't see very well. That's more the look I was going for in this guy.
I hope you're here to help.
Here, I know we can show him off pretty well. I've never been to the Dermot Pryor in this character. Huh. Do I have a lightsaber? This is Sunrise. This is the first legendary great sword of Guild Wars 2. It's an incredible looking weapon. It's iconic. You can see like a sunrise through it if you look through the blade. Yeah. There's a whole skybox in there. Anyway, that's Steiner Stonefist. And Rorax Chainblade.
Commander, what did you find at the Jade Brotherhood camp?
Yeah, they're talking patrol schedule. Shift change at
So Ankka's trying to rebuild their missed portal device. Each of the captured Aetherblades had a piece she needed.
Then that mystery airship appears with a working model on board.
Ankka cancels the negotiations and turns her focus to finding the airship.
For this,
Which means we
I
should
like how they
probably
replay this
find it
whenever
first.
you come back into your game, so you can like remember what's going on.
Ivan. You know, from
Kind of neat,
work,
actually.
I think me and Gorik have a lead there. Where can we all meet?
I've got my hands full with the speakers in Jade Brotherhood, so I have to sit this out. Rama's waiting at our village.
We're on our way.
Yeah, he's nowhere near as badass. He's just a human. He's a tiny human. You know, he does his best. He's got a scary looking helmet, but that's about the best we can do on this guy. You know? He also has a sunrise, just like the other two guys. But it's not as cool. Not as imposing. He does his best. I made this alongside my wife and her guardian character 7 years ago, almost to the day. She was the reason I played this game, actually. I play some old games, almost exclusively, yes. You're an adventurer, right? Can I ask you something? Sure. What do you want to know? What's Noreen? It's not a what, she's a who. She's an elder dragon. A nice one. Like Suwon? Or is she not nice anymore? Suwon's doing her best against forces she can't control. I see. So it's okay to do bad sometimes if it's better in the end? It's not okay to do bad, but it is okay to fall short when trying to do good. There you go. That's the right lesson. That's the right lesson.
Commander,
What does it even mean to be a territory of Cantha? Except that we have to send them money.
Well, in theory, if anyone ever tried to invade us, they'd stop them.
Would they? Or would our archers fill the invaders full of arrows before the Ministry of Security even got the memo?
We haven't even managed to stop those gangs from gaining a foothold. What makes you think we'd stand up to a full army?
There's the big hat man himself. You were watching some old videos of Planet Side and looked so much better. The lighting was dope. Also, the biolab shields you wish you never saw. You have a deep sense of longing. A lot of people have a deep sense of longing for how Planet Side used to look. When that game first came out, it came out in a state where it looked very striking, especially in cinematics. But I think it turned out that Dark Knights look amazing, but they play like shit. And the fact that good players could brighten up their settings and bad players wouldn't, it just created a bunch of people dying in the dark. Over the years, one of the big problems PlanetSide's always had, PlanetSide 1 had this problem at release too, is the game was too difficult for most people to run on their computers. It just ran like garbage, and so PlanetSide, all versions of PlanetSide have always been fighting a battle of trying to make it run better on people's systems. And, you know, in order to do that, you're generally compromising visual fidelity. So over the years, it's just been a lot of that sheen of that visual identity of PlanetSide has been kind of walked back in the name of
Commander.
actual moment-to-moment performance and visibility and stuff like that. And the invisible Vanu meta. And Vanu have the darkest default visuals in PlanetSide. I mean, now with camos, that shit barely matters at all. But it used to matter a lot when there weren't that many camos and when camo coverage was not as complete. Because most of the time you see people whose faction identity is sort of ambiguous, it's because they're using a distracting camo over an infantry armor that has a high amount of camo coverage. The original infantry armors that existed did not use a lot more of the default faction colors than they do today. So The jump pads. Yeah, the NVIDIA, what's it called? The PhysX or something? I never played PlanetSide 2 during when PhysX was a thing. Although, even though it looks cool, it's hard to imagine that. It's hard to imagine that having jump pads look that way would be worth losing, 10 FPS or something. How could anyone conscionably make that trade-off? I think it's the kind of thing where PhysX broke at some point in the name of making improvements, and it was never a priority to fix, and it just got left in the dust. I don't know that for sure. But anyway, let's see what Big Hat Man has to say.
Welcome to Mori Village. I was just finishing up showing your friends around.
Apparently, we're the first Asura and Dredge to be invited into the village.
Yeah, real honor. Maybe we should...
Right. Commander, that transponder the Kestrels found, it's weird, but it was on its own network.
But still technically Aetherblade. When I activated the transponders, it started broadcasting its signal.
Whoever's piloting that ship probably got
NC
spooked
moment.
and threw it overboard, which is how we found it.
And it seems like the transponder's still communicating with the ship. Signal's weak, but it points to Melandru's Hope.
And it sounds like I'm headed to Melandru's Hope to find us an airship. Good work, you two.
Yes? I want to be of service to the Tengu, to prove I'm worthy of your trust. That's a noble aim. I hope you're sincere, and if you are, maybe one day we'll be friends. I feel like I want to become these people's friends before I leave. You're an adventurer, right? Can I ask you something? Oh, we already did this. A show of respect? What should I do? Bow? I'd love to know more about your people. What can I answer? What do you believe? Ah, yes. If a Tengu lives a good, just life, their spirit will fly in the sky, above the sky. Are the gangs causing you trouble? The Speakers and the Jade Brotherhood are constantly troubling us. Do not give anyone a reason to think you're one of them in disguise. How should I be respectful? Respect the forest and our people, and don't mention the Ministry of Purity to any of my brethren unless you're looking for a fight. Are you Angchu or Sensali? We are Angchu. I don't know where the Sensali fled to, but people made for Equivald when the Ministry of Purity drove us out. After the Ministry fell, some of us migrated elsewhere. Do you still celebrate the Day of the Tengu? Considering they celebrated a peace with the Kantan Empire that was later dashed to pieces, no. Oh. Make no mistake, we're at peace now, and have been for a few generations. The past is still painful. So instead, we have a festival that marks the founding of this village and our survival. Thank you for your time. Hey, Anulf. Good morning. Good morning. How's the weather in Norway today? Arrowheads. What do we do with these? You're crafting a basket to collect crafting components. Press this to stow it. Press this again to equip it. Okay. Search for arrow shaft. Search for feathers. Crafting a basket? I don't know. I'm curious if I figure this out, though.
It's the outsider. Don't make eye contact.
Mind your own business.
Concentrate.
Cold, overcast, but it's finally becoming lighter in the mornings and evenings. Oh, that's a blessing. Short days are a curse. They're rough on me. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Not for the life of you function during winter. Yeah. Like when the light goes away before I'm done working for the day, that is so demoralizing to me. I feel like I've lost my sapling. You have a sapling in your basket that has the makings of a sturdy arrow shaft. You have an arrowhead. I see feathers. Up? Oh boy, how do I get up there?
Century. Calm before the storm.
Oh, so I'm needed right here. Collected all the crafting components you need. Take them back to the workbench to assemble a finished product. Okay. Bedtime, Joseph? I feel ya. All good.
More ammo.
Alright. Let's try to get back.
Time to cleanse the corruption.
Concentrate. Think faster.
Think faster.
Unloading.
Have I done the metas yet? No, I haven't. I have not, Anil. I got it at the very end, I think, of the Echovault meta. There was some, like, raid boss kind of fight. One-shot mechanic. Kind of like the Conjured Amalgamate from Kivarashim. But I don't... That's all I've really stumbled into so far. All the other metas I've seen have been complete ghost towns with no one doing it. Alright, I'm lost. I'm fucking lost.
So you want to be worm food?
Well, this village is a lot harder to get into than I thought it was going to be. What is a zip line I can take? Right? You've only done the Xing one. It was broken until yesterday. Oh, I didn't know it was broken. That's good to know.
devices. Nothing useful.
None of this has been useful.
At least some of it's interesting. You hear Aki go off.
Not a ghost town. That's nice. There's been a lot of that this expansion. Alright, so where am I? Where's the workbench I need to go to?
Good evening, gamer.
William, good evening.
What does it even mean to be a territory of Cantha? Except that we
I'm trying to
have
make
see
an
them.
arrow.
Are you doing like a heart or something?
Yes, I'm trying to show my respect to the
Would they?
Tengu people.
Or would our archers
Ah,
kill the
I haven't done
invaders
that
full of
yet.
arrows before the Ministry of Security even got the memo?
I did finish the
Haven't even
campaign
managed to
though.
stop those gangs from gaining a
Congratulations.
What makes you think we'd stand up to a full army?
Say, I think it ended on a high note. I will be very intrigued to hear what you have to say.
Ah, I'm really excited to hear that.
Sugar-coated.
I'm excited to get there myself. Where is this?
I know a hungry crowd, and I say no.
Maybe it's down here.
Centering.
The citizens of Ethel seek independence as the ministry plans to increase their presence. I was speaking with a recent Ichabodian transplant and discussed why some oppose these extreme measures.
Bad enough he bought that foul contraption, but does he have to keep it on all day and all night?
My Tengus are still wearing
Burned into my
like
brain.
Tron
I
clothes.
find her narrating my thoughts sometimes.
That's weird.
Terrible.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna lodge an official complaint with Ankka.
Ain't a 100-second run through of the story, but taking it way slower. Word. I'm taking my first playthrough slow. Wait, workbench! I found it! I found the workbench! I found it! Use the gathered supplies to make an arrow. Let's go! Hell yeah, I got an arrow.
Nice.
Look at this fucking
think-
thing. Yeah. What do I do with this
I
thing?
think- Do you have to turn it in?
Maury Fletcher. Oh, that gave me a ton of heart credit. Cool. I've been hearing all sorts of buzz about the considerate outsider going around taking the time to learn, understand, and assist where possible. We're grateful and hope you feel welcome in our home from now on. The Maury are my friends. What were you starting to ask?
No, I was just gonna say when I replay through the story, I think my intent will be to do the masteries for each section.
You mean the all the mastery points?
Yeah, all
Oh,
the
you mean
mastery
for
points.
for like all the achievements and shit.
Yeah, for the Ascended Gear stuff.
Okay. Are there ascended gear rewards tied to story achievements?
Yes, if you do all the story achievements for a given chapter, you'll get a piece of Ascended accessory gear.
Ooh. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that. You know, that's how I got my very first Viper's amulet. I had to beat the Hearts and Minds achievement from the last boss of Heart of Thorns. Holy shit, that was a hard one to do.
I got
it's
a
still hard to
Viper's
do.
amulet today from I think it was a anniversary reward. I turned
Cool.
it into a Viper's amulet. So that was kind of cool.
Hey, I think I found your Unleashed class
Oh yeah,
role player.
actually
Foz.
looks pretty cool.
Greetings, traveler. This part of the forest isn't kind to strangers. I'd be careful wandering about. I've heard whispers, cries. Something is disturbed here. Thanks for the warning. What's a ranger doing all the way out here, alone? I'm never alone with my companion by my side. My name is Foz. I am one of the untamed. What does that mean? We're one with the forest. We've largely abandoned society and have become one with the wild side of nature. How wild? Sounds like a soul beast. Ah, I've heard of them. Alas, their practice is far more spiritual. They become one with their pet while my companion and I take turns sharing the burden of the untamed. What's that? In layman's terms, it is a corruption of sorts. Deep, primal energies that we pass back and forth. It's like a dance, a dangerous primal waltz. Okay, crazy lady. You know, to take it slow in the first one, but you were thinking you can't even go on YouTube. So yeah, that's the thing too. Like, I want to join the community conversation so bad. The pressure is to get through. It feels really high, but I'm trying to resist that pressure. Part of what makes it easy to resist is coming on stream and hanging out with y'all while I do it. And you're being patient with me, being the slowest person through the story. What's special about the Untamed? We can draw upon the forest and channel powerful nature magic. Unleashing this magic empowers our strikes, but it also makes us more susceptible to enemy attacks. It's an elegant, vicious dance. Like, the lore for this class makes no fucking sense.
The class kind of doesn't make sense.
It's like, oh, what do you guys do? Oh, it's like a soul beast, right? No, we're like, not one with the pet. We're kind of like one with the forest. But we're not druids. It's more like a vicious dance kind of druid. Oh, right. A vicious dance druid. Okay. I get it now.
I'm trying to decide what I think about it.
Well, you don't give a shit about the lore, though. You just want to have a class that's fun to play, right?
Yeah. I mean, the lore of the class is a little bit disjointed, too, but...
I mean, the lore of all the classes is pretty neither here nor there, but... What do you, what do you usually play in RPGs like this? Like, what archetypes? You played a mage in WoW.
I've played everything, right? I've tanked, I've healed, I've DPS'd, I've played rogue, I've played ranged, I've played caster, so...
You played a Death Knight.
Played a Death Knight. What I've settled on is a Condition Ranger.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, if you like Death Knights, you might enjoy playing Revenant.
Yeah, I think I have a Revenant character. I don't think I played it a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. It's the closest thing this game has to a Death Knight. Or I know that I think Necromancer is a very fun class to play in this game. It's extremely solo friendly. Okay, I'm done learning.
Then I have the 80 Mesmer too, which I enjoyed.
I think you being a Mesmer is kind of a tickling thought.
I kind of like looking like an assassin though, so I kind of want to use medium armor.
Yep.
I think I look really cool right now.
What about playing a literal assassin, like a thief?
Could play a thief. But I like the pet too, just for the flavor.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a cool little thing that the Rangers get, to have a pet friend like that.
Yeah, I have a little mini siege turtle that has a jade cannon that shoots things from range. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Is it an actual, like, Ranger pet?
Yeah, there's a juvenile jade siege turtle.
That's hilarious.
A juvenile siege turtle. It gets a little mini cannon, and it has jade jump jets to help it get upstairs.
That is adorable.
It is pretty awesome. And yeah, pretty cool. Like, I look at the entire list of other ranger pets, and nothing comes close to being as cool.
I can't imagine it would. That's just the competition.
Like the black moa, maybe, but not really.
That
just has some Guild Wars 1.
Yeah, it's a nostalgia bait.
I will say the Phoenix is pretty cool though too.
Anolf might actually play your Ranger. Would you recommend Anolf play as Ranger, Will?
I've enjoyed it. From a gameplay standpoint, the Untamed class is different. I don't have much baseline to compare it to, but I will say I've stopped using hammer. Because from a solo standpoint, while it had nice control, it just doesn't dish out the damage.
Sure.
Kill the AoE mobs trolling.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about like the elite weapons that come with the spec. Sometimes the weapons are not that important when it comes to what the spec is good at. Sometimes it is, though. It kind of varies. Like, I use the dagger. The dagger is quite a nice weapon in the warrior toolkit for Spellbreaker. But the for berserkers, the torch is only good if you play a condition build. If you play a power build, it's useless.
Sucks. Yeah, I'm loving the torch. Axe main hand, torch offhand. It's kind of cool.
On your ranger?
Yeah.
I know very little about how ranger plays when you're playing it for DPS. There is a mastery point here. Wonder how I get there.
My understanding is there's two main paths. You can go like longbow, primary, or even like double longbow, I think was a thing I was reading.
Double longbow? That seems excessive.
Seems strange, right? And then there was like a melee variant that you dagger, and dagger torch. You have the Dolby spec. So what I'm doing, posed, I kind of made it up. It's kind of like an amalgamate Dolby spec, except with
Where are you getting your build advice from, out of curiosity?
I picked it up from a multitude of sources. There was a website that contained a bunch of builds.
Meta
Battle, I think.
Yeah.
It was one of them. And I picked through like people discussing build on.
That's cool.
There's just too much. I'm not going to theory craft my own build, right? I'm going to pull from what people works well and have fun with it.
I kind of like to do a little bit of both.
Yeah, like put your own spin on it. Give it some
Exactly.
flavor so that
Exactly. Especially for open world stuff. Like,
it doesn't matter too much.
The thing that min-max builds tend to do is they tend to maximize like one thing, but in open world builds, usually you want to do a lot of different things. Sort of okay, rather than just doing one thing really well.
I actually like one of the new stats that they released for that.
Oh yeah?
And it is, I want to say it's the dragon stat. Let me...
I got a letter to read. A pile of old Ministry of Interior letters. 1750 CC. It's come to this office's attention that Mori Village has been operating without a charter in the Equivald Forest territory for a period of 3 years. Please fill out and submit the attached documents, along with the necessary funds to cover your back taxes. 1751 CC. A reminder to please fill out and submit the charter application for Mori Village. If you do not receive your paperwork in 90 days, disciplinary action will be necessary. 1752 CC. The charter for Mori Village in the Equivald Forest Territory has been approved, following this office's receipt of 15 gold to cover 5 payments of back taxes. 15 gold? What the fuck? Certified the honorable presence of Minister Hawk, Minister of Interior, on behalf of the most radiant Empress, Hibaragi. That is old. Hibaragi is dead and gone, right? I think at least 2 emperors ago. Anof likes the new types. Too bad they're crazy stupid to craft. Normal gamer response to new content isn't given to me for free.
Are they crazy stupid to craft?
I want it now.
I just unlocked a couple of the Shadow Serpent weapon recipes.
Oh, bro. Hold on. I totally forgot. I need to show you. I don't know how I got these Black Lion keys. I think it was maybe in a birthday bundle or whatever.
Did you open a bunch of chests? Did you splooge on chests?
No, I didn't spend a fucking dime. Okay, let's get that straight.
Okay.
I don't know. Actually, I think it might have been. Maybe I did. I think I bought the. Hang on. I bought a bunch of shit today. So I bought the supply drop requisition.
Oh, did you get that? I saw that.
It's a bunch of shit. And anyway, it gave me a handful of keys. And in one of my normal ass Black Lion keys, I got a rare weapon skin. And it looks so fucking cool. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Fuck, where would I look? Can I bring up my bank from here?
Wardrobe. It'll be under wardrobe weapon.
Can I link shit from the wardrobe though?
I'm watching your stream.
Oh, what's it called? See, I don't remember what it's called. It's in my bank though. Oh, crafting. I go to crafting? No. Isn't there like a... Fuck.
You have to...
Actually, that's actually good with bank, I guess. Oh, okay. Well, I'll find one soon, I'm sure. Not to worry.
What is it, though? What kind of weapon?
It's a one-handed sword. It looks so nice. Badass.
I bought the Hana set when I started playing. That was kind of... I do have 1,400. Fine. Do you have the World Boss portal device?
I bought it a long time ago.
Do you not use it?
To be honest, no, because I don't go to world bosses.
Fair enough.
That said, if you're looking, like, if you want to just log in and play some Guild Wars and have a good old time and get some kind of mindless rewards, they're a pretty fun thing to do. The world bosses.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, it's all old content, but it can be kind of fun. I've just done them all like 100 times, so it's like,
multiple times, yeah.
It's not multiple times, like 100 times. I'm not exaggerating.
I believe you.
Let's see, Adolf. Have a great day, man.
Has a nest, and in that nest are the balls, the eggs. You gotta try to steal the eggs from the other team's nest without getting tagged. If you steal an egg from the other team, you put it in your own nest. But be careful, because it can be stolen back. Goal is to capture as many eggs
Music
as
in the
possible
first zone is so
without
good.
losing your own. Everyone got it? Good. Let's go!
Who's your favorite character in the expansion so far?
That's
Rama?
a hard one. Rama, I find very easy to like, but is he my favorite character?
Yeah, he's super likable.
It's hard not to like Mai Trin. May she rest in peace.
Yeah.
Ankka is very interesting to me, but her character is very one-dimensional so far, so curious to see where that goes. Su Wan is the most mysterious and interesting. The Empress, I am very curious about, and I'm amazed how off-screen she's been during all this, given that she's a fucking Empress.
You know, I didn't even think about that. Holy cow, you're right.
Yeah.
Huh.
And what else?
When Heart of Thorns launched, it was a periodic release of content, right? They didn't drop the whole thing at once, right?
Sorry, could you ask the question again?
When Heart of Thorns, the story content for Heart of Thorns, when that expansion dropped, they didn't release the whole expansion at once, correct?
No, oh no, they did. Yeah. It dropped with four new maps and a story that took you through all 4 of them. Same with this expansion. Same with Path of Fire. They all did the same thing in that sense.
And you could do it all, and you could play through it all at the same time.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, basically, you buy the expansion, you kill an Elder Dragon at the end. Actually, in Path of Fire, you kill a god. So
I guess for some reason
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Yeah, for some reason I was remembering in the Heart of Thorns expansion that there was a time gate that exists story content. So like you couldn't just rush to the end. Like everybody.
It wasn't a time gate. It was a mastery gate. It was an experience gate.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah. So there were certain kinds of masteries like that would hard stop you from making story progress.
That's right. That's
like kind of Metroidvania like is what they experimented with, but they haven't done that since because people really didn't like it.
People got pissy.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll go unlock weapon smithing.
You're playing a ranger, so also look at the huntsman profession because.
Yeah, that's just bows though. None of my stuff is used. Not that I won't.
Well, it's not just bows, but yeah, I take your point. You know then, so. I was under the impression that weaponsmith was all weapons when I first unlocked it. That's why I just mentioned you might get the same impression. I was like, you're not though.
I thought daggers and axe swords were locked weapon, but that could be false.
Daggers and axes are both weaponsmiths, yeah. But like shields, I'm pretty sure. No, shields are weaponsmith too. Like war horns are huntsmen. Torches, I'm pretty sure, or huntsman or artificer.
I think those are artificer.
Oh, it's a little jumping puzzle.
Centering. More ammo. Unloading.
Is it a jumping puzzle?
Oh no, torches is huntsman.
Maybe it's not a jumping puzzle.
Shit, it is almost 10:30. What happened to my night?
Indeed.
I was up early too, at like 5:50. God forbid.
Yeah, that early call.
Did have
concentrate.
Dude was 15 minutes late to it. No shit, right? There was a lot of frustration surrounding that call.
Ain't that the way?
It wasn't even a client. It was some internal guy.
Oh my god. I would
That
not.
makes it worse. I know.
Douche.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the person's not a douche, but I'm saying it's like, I don't know.
Well,
you gotta block your calendar, man. You just gotta do it.
No, they asked me for it on this one.
Okay.
And it was one of those things that was like needed to happen.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
was like,
Okay.
okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm with you though. Fuck that. No.
Yeah, like as a one-off, I'm more open to it. It's more like this is free on my calendar, and you don't have anything scheduled over it, so I'm planning it.
Yes.
That's the bad stuff.
Exact. God, the legendary weapon crafting in the game is just such a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy, man.
I started reading about what it takes.
Concentrate.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of outrageous.
Yep.
How long did it take you to craft your great?
Oh god.
It's over.
I mean, we went pretty slow. It took months.
And a lot of gold, I imagine. Or did you farm all the materials?
I don't remember. So we did the actual collection for it, which is a style of making weapons I don't think is in... I don't know how the new legendaries work, so... But...
The ones that just released are just a bunch of crafting things. Like, and there's some of them
Right.
are time-gated if you want to earn them all yourself.
So at one point in the game, they were putting new legendaries in with these legendary collections. And you could actually do these massive collections, and there were 3 of them. The middle one was get a bunch of materials, but the first and third were to go do a bunch of things, get a bunch of achievements. So yeah, and like we got all the materials we needed for the second stage, but I think at the end of the day, it was a comparable amount of effort to just crafting it, but it was kind of like more like more quest-like that way.
Maybe a bit more satisfying in the end.
Yeah, it was very satisfying because we did it. Brad and I did it together. We
Yeah.
both crafted Sunrise at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah, that was really fun. But I've not. The only other legendary I've crafted since then is my legendary raid armor. Which the value of that was the value of that and the fact that it gave me a reason to raid. I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna do this. But I have not felt compelled to craft another legendary weapon since, especially because there are tons of skins you can buy in the gem store that look just as good, if not better, than legendary weapons.
If not better, exactly.
That's kind of the real dirty, not secret of Guild Wars 2.
It is Fashionscape, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Fashion Wars 2.
It's hugely important.
I mean, Guild Wars 1 was all Fashion Wars 2.
Yeah, well, any online RPG, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I think you're right. Didn't used to be that way.
Even if they're not built that way, they end up being...
They turn into
it.
Yeah, you're right.
Is
You have to show off your uniqueness somehow.
Yeah, like that's part of the whole thing. It's like, be part of the world, be one with the world, be one with yourself. Let people know who you are.
Some people are a little over the top with the amount of glowy effects, though, that stuff onto one character.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
The Echo Vault gangs are at war with each other. Anyone who can help, please?
You're headed in the right direction, Commander. Somewhere that way.
Yeah, what's interesting is you have these infusions as late game prestige items because they're very hard to get. But people who have accrued a lot of wealth and want to show it off, the best way to do it is a lot of infusions. And you have these characters that look like God,
Or the infusions what glow?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so somebody has like plus 19 infusions on their armor. They're gonna like glow like a fucking star.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the amount of agony resistance you have. It's so like you can have like certain kinds of infusions. So like
I see.
It's a whole thing, man. I don't even want to fucking talk about it. It's so annoying to me.
Hey, fair enough. I don't see myself getting in that rabbit hole, so not to worry.
The only reason you need to worry about infusions is if you want to look like that, or if you want to do fractals.
Oh, because you need agony resistance.
Yeah. And even then, you can just buy all the agony resist you need without worrying about shiny stuff. If you want an autograph, it'll be 10 silver. Sorry, but why would I want your autograph? You haven't heard of me? I'm Ione Storm, best fighter in Equivault. At least that's what my Narcissa's gonna say when she begs me to go easy on her in our match. You're a professional fighter for entertainment? Mm-hmm. I'm a Luxon. Fighting's in our blood. We used to determine everything by trials of combat. Kevin's don't let us do that anymore, but we still fight for the fun of it. And the glory. Where'd your name come from? It's my given name, if you can believe it. My mom always wanted the path for me, so she named me after one of the 3 queens. You think I don't disappoint, huh? Yeah, good thing. The CFL.
Brotherhood made their first move. They're marching toward Kropa, a Kurzik outpost in Speaker territory.
The CFL and Leviathan Productions present the grudge match of the year between Narkissa, the Flame Diakos, and Ion Storm. Who will claim the belt of Arkamoris? You'll have to show up to find out. I have to tell you, the main story in Equivald is losing me so bad. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, it's a little... I think that's the weakest part of the whole game.
Like,
or the whole expansion.
I'm getting lost. I'm getting massively distracted.
No,
And
the first intro to Arborstone...
I keep getting these updates over my comms that, like, okay,
Yes.
Why should I care? Stop calming with me. Talk to me in person.
Concentrate.
I'm a boomer.
More ammo.
I thought the intro to Arborstone was cool. Like, you see Arborstone,
Yeah.
you're getting out of the city because of the fucking shit that went down right in Kaineng. Like,
Yeah, that was strong. I agree.
and then you meet the dragon, kill a dragon. Yeah, but it's a little weird to follow.
Century. More ammo. Boost. Unloading. The dragon waits. Total concentration. Century.
Oh my gosh, to craft the ash that the recipe I unlocked, you need 100 research notes.
Yeah?
I didn't realize they were going to not only be involved in purchasing recipes, but in crafting of recipes.
There you go.
Man, what a sink.
Welcome to the grind, my friend.
You know, it's kind of outrageous how much grinding is in this game. It's not anywhere, I mean, it's not like RuneScape level of grinds. There are different, though. But there are just so many currency sinks in this game.
What it is surprising, given how, like, glossy and new player friendly the exploration and actual moment-to-moment story stuff is compared to other games like RuneScape.
Yeah, it's super
this game
easy to jump into.
has the heart of a casual RPG, but it has like the fucking has the long-term progression of like a RuneScape.
Yeah.
Concentrate. More ammo.
It's pretty obscene how much there is there. I probably knew that at some point, but forgot about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. You make your peace with it because you don't need to do all of it, you know.
Yeah, you pick you pick one thing and you go, and then you move on to the next thing once you're done with that.
The thing that's cool about it is you pick something that really interests you and you just give yourself plenty of time to go for it. You know, you don't worry too much about getting there fast or like you find the things you enjoy in the world doing and then you find a way to make those things work towards the goals you want long term. So day to day, you're not actually focused on the end result. You're just focused on, oh, what's fun that'll help me get closer to my goal. It's more about the journey than the actual outcome.
Yeah. Centering.
That's for me what has always made that kind of stuff fun. Like the raid armor that I mentioned before. The only reason I did that is because it was raiding and I liked raiding. Why am I killing these guys?
I don't know.
I think I just like playing Gunsaber so much. I just like
it is a
any
cool
fucking
weapon.
thing.
That might be the coolest weapon they added in this expansion.
It is cool. Well, it's not like in the technical sense. It's not really a weapon.
Think faster.
It's a kit.
Concentrate.
It makes a bit of an academic difference, but the main thing about it is you cannot find skins for it in the game.
Total concentration.
Oh, is that? Oh, you're right. It's
yeah.
It's the way the pistol interacts with your sword, right?
No, actually, that's got nothing to do with it at all.
Oh, does it not?
Nope. The great sword I have on and the pistol I have on have nothing to do with the Gunsaber whatsoever. They're incidental.
Oh, it's like I understand. It's like your toggleable skill from the elite spec.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's always on you. I don't have to equip my Gunsaber. It's just always there when I'm playing Blade Sword.
I understand.
I can leave it. I don't have to fight all the fucking things.
They spawn non-stop, though.
It's very hard of Thornsy, just having these quarters full of enemies. Get me out of here. But yeah, I really like the spec. Like, I feel like I can confidently recommend this as a fun thing to play, especially with the axe pistol.
You have to help her. She isn't making any sense.
Is that a fun way to play it with axe pistol?
Oh, it's so
sleep
fun.
in our bed. Said something was in her room. I didn't let her.
Beyond the horizon, infinity splits.
I really started enjoying the axe on Ranger because you throw them. It's like they're like throwing axes.
Oh, yeah.
So you launch them, and they all do some sort of condition-based damage. Oh, speaking of, let me link you the. I had Black Lion statue, and they had new, or what I'm assuming to be new skins from Kantha.
Uh-huh.
And I got the one I just linked to you.
Kurzik dual axe. Oh, that's been in the game forever.
Oh, has it? I thought
it is. Cool. It is a cool axe, but yeah, it's
and it was fitting for the.
That's cool, man. That's what those are for. Hey. They're to give you a taste of the gambling life. If you're lucky, you can get skins like you can. Even if you don't win, you can still work towards your own skin long term.
That Black Lion claim ticket.
I have a big bone to pick with that whole system, man. I think it's one of the worst things about this game. The fact that
it's pretty bad.
The fact that you can do cash to loot box transactions like that, and how much they've put into it over the years. I don't know. I don't know how Arena gets away with it. I guess except that their cash shop is so fuzzy because you can buy everything with gold because of the gold to gems exchange.
Yeah. Which is also weird.
Yeah, it's pretty different. It's pretty different. I think it's kind of like that like insane grind for legendaries. It's like this incredibly weird, consumer unfriendly, hardcore, prickly part of the game that kind of pokes out at you by surprise after kind of enjoying this highly polished, highly consumer friendly, highly accessible, highly considerate content, you know? It's all of a sudden just like, blam! Make your legendary. Gamble for Black Lion shit. It's like, oh shit. Is this Guild Wars? This doesn't feel like Guild Wars. You know, it's a lot like that. How do I...
It's very gotcha.
This guy who is saying that this is worse than Tangled Depths, I'm beginning to understand what the fuck he was saying.
No, I don't think it's worse than Tangled Depths, because in Tangled Depths, if you missed your jump and you fell into those, like, whirling vines, you insta-died, and then you had to go back to a waypoint.
It's true. It was way more punishing. Can I get in here? Let me in. Let me in. Oh, it tells you have to go in from the north or from the west. Fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a little door. Not obvious what you have to look for. Well, it sort of was, but
Speakers
Ah.
no
actual marker, I don't think.
Town's under attack. I shall
Binding the
defend
local
it.
spirits and twisting them to their will. We freed
Very
some,
good of you.
but the speakers themselves are untouchable.
I'm a noble
We'll
soul.
need to figure out why.
oh, you know what? I'll come help you with that and then go to bed.
Good.
Dragon steel. Concentrate. More ammo. The dragon waits. Force.
Aha! There it is! The speakers have found their
Oh,
life
I see you
forces
now.
to those gruesome effigies. They'll have to be destroyed before we have any hope of harming the ritualists.
Concentrate. More ammo. Calm before the storm. It's over.
The calm before the storm. Ah.
Sounded like what he said.
Feels so good. The calm before the storm.
Total concentration. Unloading. More ammo. Concentrate. Feel it strength. Calm before the storm.
Gonna get one shot? Oh.
Did you guys do a one shot?
No, I was wondering if you were gonna one shot it with your gun blade.
Not enough. Not enough juice. Oh, guys being protected.
Concentrate.
Oh no, he one shot me.
He does have a one shot. He one shot me too.
Fuck! No! I want to die.
Oh, I'm gonna get up. I can get you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he just downed me again. What the heck?
Friends, save us. Friends, save us.
Got you. Oh no, I just got insta-downed again. What is even happening?
Oh fuck,
I'm full
man.
dead. I missed that. Whatever that was.
I don't have a waypoint anywhere near here.
Where all these people are dead.
Man, this guy Rex. Somebody even put
I
down
didn't expect
banners.
that. Oh, somebody just got back up. They might get us in a second.
I doubt it.
Oh, an NPC's reviving me. Get me. Get me, bruh.
I'm gonna eat a revive orb. You only live once.
Halfway. Almost. Oh, no way. What a Chad. Oh, he does some weird lightning that'll one-shot. That's what it was.
calm before the storm. You've already lost.
Whoa. That was a 150k hit.
That's huge.
Oh, God.
Brutal.
The gangs are withdrawing from all the outposts. Wasn't such a feather-brained idea, was it, Zuru?
I still maintain this outcome was improbable. But it seems we have beaten the odds.
What are they doing now?
I don't know.
They're headed to
The junkyard.
Who? All of them. Speakers
know
and
that?
Brotherhood both. Sending everybody they
comms?
got left.
Then we need to follow. Let's move.
You have so many buffs right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I don't really know either.
You just as many as possible.
That's the idea, man. How many buffs is too much? None. There are no buffs that are too much. Oh, it's this one. Cool. Oh, you know what? I should put on my tactics build. Let me get out of combat.
The
I
speakers
can.
are working their foul rituals to the west. They filled the area with effigies and found scores of spirits.
You have more survivability in that.
Yeah, and also, I give might to the group. Also, I just want to
Oh.
try it out in a group setting, see how it plays.
Might is nice.
Yeah.
Going to cower behind your machines, are you?
That's the idea.
As opposed to fighting with my bare hands? Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
Brotherhood
think I
are
would.
more of those shielded
Tell me,
nests.
do you believe in anything?
I believe you're fighting the future because you're afraid of it.
And I believe your arrogance will be the world's undoing.
I believe your arrogance will be the world's undoing. Young man. Alright.
What was that?
That vile darkness is spreading.
The more they interact with the tech, the more void gets released.
Is it true?
The dragon waits.
I know we will be wardens one day. We have been chosen to protect the forest from humanity.
You got brainworms, old man. Tetra's done a number.
Century.
Do you ever think about the consequences of the things you build?
You have to build it first to find out.
So that's it. Do it just because you can. And if it ends up doing harm, whoops.
That's the cost of innovation. We're just claiming our piece of
And my flow rate is just abysmal compared to the other build.
The Brotherhood have lost all their mechs and are running scared.
Oh, now we get to go kill the ritual.
Center. The dragon waits.
You destroyed everything.
We put a stop to the speakers' rituals. They're retreating.
Alright, now we wait
It's
for the big baddie.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like this build needs discipline in order to work.
We've driven back the armies, but what about the lieutenants?
They're still busy trying to beat each other to a pulp.
Maybe we should give them a hand.
Brought down the shield. As tempting as it is to let them keep beating each other up, they're releasing more void every second.
Releasing the void, that's what I do after I eat Taco Bell.
Don't you dare
Oh, I had some crispy garlic chicken 3-star tonight.
Wasn't free.
Menace to society, huh?
is now ectoplasm plastic goo.
All of you stop, please! Can't you see what you're doing to this place?
What's the song that Lin-Manuel Miranda sings? Just You Wait. I'm trying to think of what's that even from? Is that from Hamilton?
It sounds like it.
That must be from Hamilton.
Concentrate.
Stop this, all of you! Can't you see what's happening here? This place is corrupted beyond belief!
Has changed quite a lot. Surprisingly skilled.
This isn't only
Might
a
have
map.
Goobered.
The tech holds the corruption inside.
How so?
Every time you smash
We have to kill them both at the same time.
You've already lost.
Oh, we just got it.
Stop fighting.
Easy.
And do not turn on that machine.
Oh. Oh, this asshole.
Oh, this is cool.
This is the guy I was fighting on stream earlier. Don't get one shot by the two-fisted attack. So he his right fist down, left fist down, then both fists down. So you gotta watch more.
Concentrate.
In this case, yes.
And all the other shit, of course.
Dragon steel.
Don't get pulled into the hole.
Oh, God.
Cool.
Concentrate. The dragon waits.
Feel its strength.
Already lost.
What did I
Alright, where are we going?
Up the zip line?
Yeah, zippy doodah! Let's go!
I actually really like the zip lines. I think
Me
they're
too!
cool.
They're fun. I didn't expect to like them as much.
Oh, this is cool. You go up top and you drop down on top of him. Oh.
I'm gonna boink him.
Century lost. The dragon waits.
Feel its strength.
I take it in another phase he does his big fisty things.
I can't remember when it starts. I'm really worried about coming out of nowhere. I don't want to get ganked. I can't figure out where to position myself in this fight.
Somewhere in front-ish.
Ish, yeah.
The amount of Guis in this game is kind of outrageous.
Yeah.
Dragon steel.
Dragon steel.
Feel its strength.
Concentrate. Calm before the storm. Total concentration.
Dragon slap.
Century. The dragon waits.
there anymore.
Keep out of the way!
Boost. Concentrate. Locked. Loaded. The dragon waits. Total concentration.
And we move.
Let's go. Let's go. On the move.
Hopefully we have enough damage. I want to complete it.
Yeah. Well, you got me here, so.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Good point.
Feel it.
Get behind something!
Adds lore.
Oh no! The one shot. The one shot.
Oh!
It says get behind something. What do you get behind?
You get behind the boss?
What? I don't know what to get behind. I don't know.
I think somebody's behind me.
Fuck.
No. Wow. Oh. More Gwees.
I've created a little "You're Dead" song that I sing to myself.
Do you really?
Something like, "It's so sad you died because you're bad."
Oh my god, he just did it again and everybody died.
I got an NPC revive me. This is actually a pretty neat thing to happen.
Yeah, NPC's reviving.
Concentrate.
Maybe I just need to be behind the boss.
Don't let him grab you.
It's over.
Get behind something. This is it.
Oh, you go to the sides.
Oh no!
Oh, he puts him on the ground. I see.
I see now. I didn't get killed all the way that time. That's good.
You're not full deaded.
Yeah. Exactly. Seems like the little AoEs he does are actually not that big of a deal to be caught in. It's the big one.
Yeah. You don't want to die to the one-shot mechanic. That's a bit. Oh, here's one.
Concentrate.
What?
Did I?
Okay.
Did we?
I'll do my diligence and revive people.
I can't figure it out.
On the sides, there are little white circles that get put on the ground. If you stand in one of those, you'll live.
Yeah. I didn't see it that time.
Oh, now it's in the middle. You see the junk pile? It's there.
Oh, okay. Well, it's hard to notice. Shit
Yeah,
for
very hard to
range.
notice.
Locked.
More people went to the sides and died.
Concentrate. Calm before the storm. Feel it straight.
That's left. Right. Now get ready for the one shot.
One in the mid.
On the left, on the left, on the left.
Yeah, it was one in the mid too.
Oh, fuck.
Centering.
6 minutes. We got this.
Calm before the storm. Feel it straight.
There's one in the mid left side.
I see it.
Get behind something!
Better at it.
It's not too bad. I got it.
Feel it straight.
Get out of the way!
Concentrate. The dragon waits.
Dragon slap.
Oh, there's one on the left side.
It's time.
Oh, that was a one-shot? The telegraphs are... I feel like they're very hard to tell the difference between.
What I'm doing is I've just zoomed all the way out looking for the junk pile, and then when I see it, I'm just kind of running over to it.
Are you playing a ranged build?
Pseudo.
Yeah.
See, there's one in middle right now.
All I see is myself being dead at the moment.
Are you still dead?
I just died. Oh,
where do we go
Fine
now?
Souls are reviving me.
We have 4 minutes left to kill it.
Here we go.
What the?
Calm before the storm.
I don't.
Centering.
Getting revived by a NPC. There must have been a pile up, and I didn't see it.
Get ready. What? That wasn't it. Ugh.
Not until the one shot is up, though.
Oh, one shot.
I just lived.
There was no... on the last version of the fight, there was the NPC calling it out. But that person's not here, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna revive people.
Concentrate.
I'll call it out when I see the junk pile come down.
Okay. Get ready to dodge.
It's in the back left.
I see it.
The dragon waits.
Incoming.
We got this.
Concentrate.
Oh, don't be in that.
That looks nasty.
Feel it straight. More ammo.
It's left side. Far left side.
Oh yeah, it's pretty hard to hit there.
Oh, there's one in the middle too. I didn't see that one.
Shit.
I got you.
That was too slow.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna die to this arm. Fuck.
No! Fucking arms.
Yeah, the arm's gonna kill me. God damn it. Boss about ready to die. Don't res.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dead. Wow.
Nice. Yeah. So I don't think that this might sharing greatsword build works with Bladesworn, unfortunately.
Oh, that's kind of not cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you put the minds of the
maybe with a little
Brotherhood
bit
on the
more,
problem,
but
we'll have it solved in minutes.
and your solutions are more likely than not to send us spinning closer to oblivion. I'll need to be there to make sure that doesn't happen.
I'm glad I didn't go to bed right that second and stayed around to do that.
Well,
Since
that's
it was
probably
fun.
the best I'm getting from you two, isn't it?
The thing about the discipline variant that I was playing is you don't have to spend too much time with the gun blade out when you're not in Dragon Trigger. So you can just get off the couple of high damage skills and then swap out to your better offset. But
oh, sure, that makes sense.
with this build, once you swap into Dragon Trigger, you're stuck there for 10 seconds because of the weapon swap cooldown.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Maybe I just need to play around a little bit more.
What is it? Jade Edra.
That was cool, though. That was hip.
That was. Ooh, I unlocked. Got a flame serpent rifle. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
The weapon skins they introduced are pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I'm actually a fan of the flame serpent. They're really cool looking and flavorful. Like the colors are kind of nice and they're bright, but they're not like obnoxious. I like it.
Yes. Well, you have to look at my fashion war though, wherever you went.
I'm going to my story thing. To Melandri's Hope.
Just gotta slide up to you can see.
Oh, you know that one.
I think you're getting closer.
It's a little bit cooler. Funny. You'll enjoy that aspect.
Let's chill over here. Come over here if you want to show me your thing.
Running through boatloads of NPCs.
All right. They want a piece.
Centering. Fight on. Speak. Feel its strength.
There.
It's over. Concentrate.
So many enemies.
The dragon waits.
We should.
This is hilarious.
Locked. Loaded.
Well, you can see my siege turtle lobbing green goo.
That's cool.
But I have the medium set on that you get as the quest rewards for doing the mission.
Come up here. Let me see you. There. Come up into this little patch of light.
Oh yeah, here we go. I recolored it, but
Oh god, you're so Guild Wars 1.
I know,
You're
right?
like
It's so good.
Nika's boyfriend up in here.
Yep.
Let's go.
Cool looking assassin. The fucking siege turtle mini though is so cool.
It's not a mini, it's a pet, right?
Or the pet, yeah, that's what I mean.
That is badass. I love that. That is badass. I can't wait for us to get our own siege turtles and fucking clown around together.
Yeah, that's gonna be sweet.
So looking at you reminds me that tomorrow one of the things I'm going to do is I'm gonna make a guild for us. We're gonna start chipping away at it, start representing the new guild.
Will that allow us to world versus world? Do you need to be in a guild for that?
We don't need to do that. One of the things about Guild Wars 2 that's really distinct and unusual, which you may remember, is that you can be in 5 guilds.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So, and it's actually a really interesting aspect to it. So you can have different guilds for different things. So yeah, we'll probably want to find people to do world versus world with, but it doesn't have to be this guild. It's mainly just for us to have fun taking a guild haul and to have something fun to wear around the world.
I'm down.
It's a pretty cool process. Like if you get into the guild hall stuff, it's a massive grind, I think. But it'd be fun to experience and, see how far we want to go with it. Or not.
Yeah, fuck around, see how badly I suck.
If I can get you to play Guild Wars 2 every day for the rest of the year, then it would be a fun thing to pour our energy into.
Is that how much it takes?
That could change at any time.
I don't know. I know it's a lot.
don't understand what
It's
effect
tuned to
tech
be...
has on the
Hang on,
environment.
there's a story happening.
Besides, with all these stories of corrupted tech, you can't be too careful.
Fair. And it's always nice to be out of the office. No going to get your lunch and finding out someone else ate it.
Is that still happening?
Oh, I heard this before.
Someone's
This is a
got it in
story.
for you.
It's just some random... whatever.
Some meta event?
No, just some random ambient dialogue.
Oh.
Where
I
I'm
may
going
go to
is-
bed. It is 11.
That's cool, man.
Oh yeah, you're going to head into your story into that door there.
I'm not going to be up much later.
Signal spiking, Commander.
You'll get a kick out of this one.
Alright, story's happening.
Well, I'm just looking at a strange
All right,
door.
talk to you later.
Are you sure
Good night,
this is
man.
it?
The signal doesn't lie. Take a look inside.
So I was saying to Will, like, the blade sworn with tactics instead of discipline. I mean, maybe I could do it like a discipline tactics build. That would be interesting. Should try. But then I don't have the might generation, so what's the point of playing tactics? I don't know. I just don't think being in Gunsaber is very good. 429 on the break step. 1287 on the trigger. This is good damage. It's 3,500. Thousands. This is 2,300 with an R250, so 2,500 for a total loop. Compared to the Great Sword, that's, wow, a lot less than the Great Sword. It's 3,500 for the Great Sword chain. Huh. Booming Fire does as much damage as one Great Sword chain. Everything else here is very utility. For damage, like, the next best skill for Booming Fire is going to be probably Cyclone Trigger. And then Artillery Slash, and then the Auto Chain. Rush does 2,000 damage, huh? Yeah, I think as a Gunsaber, its basic abilities just don't do much damage. So if you're stuck in it, I wonder, like, so whenever I Dragon Trigger, it automatically puts me into Gunsaber again. Does that 10 seconds on the swap start ticking from the moment that the Dragon Slash goes off? Or does it start ticking when the Dragon Trigger starts? Probably the former, I guess. I'll have to theorycraft a little bit of this later. Alright. I'm gonna step away for 1 minute. Be right back. shall we enter the strange door. A strange door is wedged into the rock face, framed by thick wooden beams. Open the door to investigate. Explore the cavern.
I'm inside, and there is an airship. It's got Aetherblade markings, all right. I'll keep you all posted.
Captain, we have a trespasser. Prepare deckside defenses.
We don't have any deckside defenses. Also, you don't order me around. I order you around.
Belay that order, Captain. We've got an old friend clambering aboard.
How's
Was
it going?
wondering when you'd show up, Commander. Come on inside. We'll have a drink.
We drank all the drinks.
What?
Saida, Kanak, I have to assume you're here on purpose.
On purpose, with purpose. Commander, you are looking at the world's largest flying VIP social club and gourmet restaurant.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, we lack the room and willpower for expansion.
He says that like it's my fault.
Okay. I stuck with you as long as I could, but we're going to talk about something else now. Captain Trin of the Aetherblades was murdered by her first mate, Ankka. Ankka wants this ship.
She can get in line.
I need her to think she can skip the line. Nothing we've done has surprised her. I want to change that.
You want to use us as bait? To draw out your murderous pirates? See, this is why I miss you, Commander.
What exactly would we get out of this suicide pact you're proposing?
The saviors of Kantha? Pretty sure Kaz could negotiate that into a favorable rate on a site for Kanak's social club.
A site off my ship?
Well, let's not be too
Done.
hasty. Okay. Consider us bait, Commander.
Oh. Black Lion slot machines. I knew it. Knew it.
Smart thinking, Commander. We can lay a trap for Ankka wherever that ship's going to moor.
She won't go down without a fight.
Should pick a spot where people are least likely to get hurt.
The Junlai Jade scrapyard, right in the center of Echoval. That'll be quiet enough.
I could send out a false message on their comms network. I've been working on a relay. Ooh, yes. Ankka will definitely hear it. And if she knows there aren't any defenses, she might get overconfident. At least overconfident enough to bring the extractor along for a speedy getaway. Message sent and received.
Good work, Ivan. Everyone, come to the airship and we'll escort it to the scrapyard.
Ivan's on the way. That's probably not the best idea. If I can hack around your photon forge, so can Ankka.
You can monitor Aetherblade chatter from Arborstone, Ivan. Be our eyes and ears.
All right. Just promise me she won't get away.
She won't get away.
Oh. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to train that. Oh, that popped up dynamically. That's pretty cool. Anything else in this area? Nope.
Remember, we want to detain her.
Oh, cool.
If we can present Ankka and her extractor to Minister Lee,
We can prove our innocence, and then use the extractor to drain the void from Suwon.
Look, Ankka... We can't! She's too dangerous! Do you understand?
We do. But she left us with very few options. And that extractor's our best shot at saving Suwon. Ayumi, see anything?
No. But do you really think I'd keep it to myself if I did?
Well, it's nice to see everyone in such a good mood.
She lied to us, to me! Kidnapped, threatened! She's a monster!
You don't have to convince us, Gorik. We're already on board. Everyone, clear on the plan?
not much of a plan.
Yes, we're clear. The Aether Blades attack, we repel, then take Ankka alive and secure the extractor.
Well, I'm no expert, but wouldn't we have a better chance of success with more... what do you veterans call them? Specifics?
Shut up, Canuck.
I mean it, by the way. This good mood, it's infectious.
I will say this airship floating around is pretty cool.
Aether Blades, on the approach. 2 groups going around you.
My Kestrels are almost in position.
You brought backup?
It's not backup if they were part of this from the start.
Concentrate.
Reload! Unloading!
Let's have some fun!
You've already lost.
Down.
It's over.
Surrender this ship to the Aether Blades, and we'll let you live.
Where's Ankka? She too much of a coward to fight us herself?
Hey! No one talks about the captain like that and gets away with it!
She isn't a captain. She's a common thief. No better than you.
So you're not gonna surrender?
Concentrate.
We've got you outnumbered 6-1.
Hold that thought.
Hey, look at that. 6-1.
Total concentration.
All right. In exchange for Ankka's location, I'll need some compensation.
I'm not sure that's your best play. Tell us where she is.
Right. She's, Captain, no! I didn't tell! I didn't! Damn it. Where is she?
She can just keep throwing these undead goons at us from anywhere in the disposal yard.
They're everywhere! Run! Everybody! Come in! Kestrels, fall back! Wherever you are, retreat!
Like I was saying,
We stay here, we'll be
Wanna-
fighting these corpses until we join them.
Wait, if Ankka indeed
Okay, kitty
brought the
cat.
extractor,
After this, I'll let you out.
I may be able to detect it. Got it. Aurine's energy signature, right in the center of the disposal yard. Come on!
Saida, Canuck, you should leave while you can.
I could pretend I want to fight you on that, but I respect you too much.
See you on the other side of this, Commander.
Where do you find these people?
in jail usually.
Well,
concentrate.
More ammo.
I'm gonna have to ask you to call back that ship, Commander.
You and I both know that's not going to happen.
What if I killed you, brought you back, and forced you to make the call? No, you've already died. Or a thing. You'll appreciate it. Like how you hook an electrode to a dead roach so their nerves twitch.
You don't scare us.
And that's why the cheap seats love you so much. It takes more than an inescapable apocalypse to ruffle your feathers. Fortunately, science always has a solution.
Oh.
She's summoning help! Don't let those things touch you!
We are flying high above.
Concentrate.
What's she shooting at us?
Some kind of hallucinogen. You have to fight through it.
Don't feel its strength.
You know what the worst thing is? You actually think stopping all this would be a victory.
Ending the dragon cycle will save countless lives.
Well, you did end it. Congratulations. Now live with the consequences. The void is literally filling the void you made.
If we can stop its corruption, we can...
Alchemy, you don't get it. Every change you make changes something else. You've never stopped the apocalypse, you just kept trading up. Now it's time to pay the bill.
Concentrate.
Watch out for the tentacles!
Yes, we know!
The dragon waits.
Dragon slash!
Oh, that hallucination ganked me.
Centering.
Unloading! Those things on the ground, what are they?
Necrotic energy. It'll suck the life out of you.
Right, so avoid them.
Damn.
More ammo.
Concentrate. Calm before the storm.
More help! Everyone, watch your backs!
I'll be honest, I thought you would handle this better.
You kidnapped me. Tried to kill us. You used our relationship to betray me.
I'm sorry that's what you thought. But I figured more than anyone you'd understand what I'm doing.
Ankka, for the first time in my life, I understand exactly what you're doing.
Good. Then you shouldn't hold this against me.
What are you? That's void magic!
Uh-oh.
What's the matter? You think you can stop it, right? Then this shouldn't be a problem for you. Soon the whole world's gonna look like this. Trust me, I don't like it any more than you.
Then stop fighting and help us!
This is it! Do you understand? A tyrannical lich, a demented god, and 5 elder dragons later, and all that's left is the void. An emptiness with purpose. Just my kind of apocalypse.
Concentrate.
Why can't you all just enjoy it? The end.
Commander, that passage.
Gotta be where she's hiding the extractor.
You, the inquest, June. Why's everyone want to play God? Everyone fails, every time. Just embrace the end that you earned, and let the world reset. You're no fun. Gorik used to be fun. My Trin. What happened to you people? You can't fix anything by playing it safe. You have to burn it down. So something better can grow in its place. Alchemy. All I ever wanted was a little stimulation. Is that so much to ask?
Ankka. Sorry, I just thought I'd feel better. When, you know, when it was done.
When it's someone you know who hurt you, there's no closure. Not until you decide it's time to move on.
I think... I'm tired of feeling like this. Yeah.
So, the extractor?
Right. Knowing Ankka, she had a contingency plan. Looks like she set it to overheat without a proper biometric scan. I can probably deactivate it. Probably.
Gorik?
It's not stopping. It's not. Get away from me!
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Everyone all right? Gorik? Jory?
Fine. How do we not see that coming?
Can we... I don't know, can we fix it?
Doesn't look like it. Gorik?
We'd have to learn how it works. It would take too long. There's only one person who can fix this, and she won't.
June. What if we could prove that Ankka was the one behind the attack? Provide some evidence.
Well, for starters, Ankka's dead. Secondly, your evidence just blew up.
The extractor blew up, but we don't need the whole thing. If the extractor's core is still in one piece, it should still have residual Aurene magic stored in there.
And we can show that to Minsec. Plausible deniability. Nice thinking, Gorik.
And so, the apprentice detective finally becomes the master, huh?
No.
Okay.
But as a sleuthing partner, you're not half bad.
The main casing. Search. Nothing inside.
Thanks for seeing me. I didn't know who else to turn to. I'm still getting the hang of this pirate business. It's been tough.
You're doing just fine, little Ankka. Relax. Feel the breath of the wind. Taste the salt of the sea. Swashbuckling's about being free.
Being free.
Aye, we go where we want, do as we please. No gods, no masters.
It's a dangerous life, though. What we do.
We all gotta die one day. This old sea dog will go out in a glorious blaze, blade to blade with a worthy foe. Ah, Captain!
At ease, Horig. Are we prepped for voyage?
Aye.
Good. And who might you be?
Crewmate Ankka, ma'am.
Ah, Thalmanova, right? Glad to have you aboard, Ankka. We've got big plans. And it won't hurt to have another inquest engineer aboard.
Thank you. I won't let you down, Captain.
That's it. Let's... Yes! See? Orion's magical signature. Right there.
Okay. That's enough evidence for me. Let's get this in front of MinSec.
I'll go with you. Make sure it's clear I stand by the evidence. Once that's done, we'll go see June together.
Is that wise? Going to MinSec? Minister Lee may interpret the evidence differently, to suit his preconceptions.
It doesn't matter how he interprets it. We have laws, we uphold them. Lee will have to accept this.
You say that with seeming conviction.
I've had a lot of practice. Commander, I'll meet you at MinSec HQ.
Wow, that's a lot of experience. Cool. Oh, I'm bushed. Ankka's dead. Okay. So that's the big plot beat of Echovald. Interesting. I think I might like to unlock this waypoint before I do anything else. Nah, you know what? It's late. It's late and I am incredibly tired. Let's recall back to Arborstone and pick it up from here in the morning. Let's recap. Still in day 4. Came back for a quick session. Play a little bit of the Echovald meta event and completed the story here, which finished with the conclusion of the character arc of one Ankka. Probably one of the more interesting and roundly portrayed villains of the Guild Wars setting so far. I had a thought today about Ankka. And it was interesting. We learned that she was the actual villain, not Mai Trin. When we confronted Mai Trin in that Aetherblade hideout, and in the fight we had with Mai Trin, one of the things that she did was she sort of called on an illusion or a spirit of Scarlet, which is an interesting callback. Of course, Mai Trin's history was concomitant with with Scarlet, so it made sense, but I think that there's also a sort of spiritual connection between Ankka and Scarlet, and they're both the same kind of character, done differently. Now, I didn't play through Season 1, so I don't have a connection with Scarlet. Not really. I didn't really get to see her at her best or her worst. What I know is I've seen in recaps, and what I've read and picked up as someone who started playing in Season 2. But the thing about Scarlet that never interested me was what her motivations were, because basically she was just a super genius who was 15 steps ahead of everyone and had this incredible passion to just change the world. And the why was never clear. It never seemed to be clear. Why was she like this? What made her this way? And I think that's what made her not interesting as a character. Not the set pieces, not her conclusion, but why should we care if Scarlet lives or dies? She's a bad person who did bad things. We play a game where we attack people who do bad things and kill them. That's okay. But it's not really the way people are they? People who do terrible things don't really do them to hit bullet points on a comic book portrayal of a villain. They're real people with interior lives who do things for reasons that make sense to them. And they have motivations that drive their behavior. And I think with Ankka, what we got to see is sort of a retread of the burn the world down genius archetype. A sort of redo of the Scarlet story in a compressed form, for sure. And we got to understand Ankka's motivations. She's started off... She seemed to be a person who was sort of prone to negative emotion and to withdrawing onto herself. And then but she has an ambition and an ability. She went through some really terrible things, and that brought her to a dark place, and she gave up on the world. And not only that, she wanted to hurt the world that she felt hurt by. Now, I still feel like I would have liked to have known a little bit more about why Ankka felt she needed to revenge herself upon the world. I do feel like I understand, based on the mood she presents and what we know about her, like it fits. And maybe we don't need to know, really, what the reasons are, but the sense that I got from the Ankka story is that there were reasons, that she did have reasons that she lived through that made her want to hurt the world who hurt her. Scarlet, I don't know if there was enough there to be able to say that. And I think, again, it points back to what I've been saying earlier, that the character stuff here is just much better. It's much rounder. It's much more real feeling. It's probably the best character-driven storytelling I've seen in an MMO. Probably. Not that I've played every MMO or have a wide experience there to draw from, but... And you saw how Gork was affected, and the way Gork was affected makes sense. So now Ankka's dead, and my Trin is dead. the legacy of the Aether Blades is probably being put to bed here. And good for reading that, for not letting the Aether Blades die and sort of off screen. They showed us the end of Mytrin and the end of Mytrin's legacy, which truly is culminates with Ankka. And who knows what will happen now? I mean, we'll find out, and probably tomorrow, actually. But I really appreciate Ankka, and I felt her death, and I felt what Gorik felt when he looked at her and said to himself, I thought it would feel different. I thought this is what I wanted. Anyway, other notes about the session is Echo Vault hasn't come around for me yet. It says I've explored about 40% of it, so there's still a lot to see. But I feel like I have its number. I feel like I understand what it's doing. And I have to tell you, I don't feel drawn by it yet. It hasn't got me yet. Saitung Province won me over early, and it kept winning me all the way through. Hainang City, same thing, won me. This zone, there are so many spaces in it that don't feel like they were consciously designed by a human being for others to enjoy being in. And by enjoy, I don't mean like totter around and have a social club or tea. I mean to have some interesting thing happening that you should care about. Some moment, something unique, different. It feels windy and twisty and monochrome and feel flooded with enemies. And why are they there? I guess it's the wilds is the reason they're there, but I don't think we got a good enough reasoning for why the wilds are so overrun by hostile people. Why are they there? Why is it so hostile? For an expansion that's done put so much work into telling a political story, it feels like we were back in the Maguma, where it's like a big confusing place with a lot of punishing enemies. And what's interesting about it is the combat experience, but the combat experience was not interesting. Not really. What was going on with those enemies? It's just a bunch of enemies. Nothing special happening. There's no set-piece foes like all the incredibly well-engineered, unique Mordrum NPCs with their unique moves and their break bars and their things that they do, their mechanics. I haven't seen really any enemies like that in this game, in this expansion yet. That doesn't seem to be the thing that's good about it. At least not in the open world. And so the Echo Vault open world is a real letdown to me so far. After what I experienced at Saitung Province and New Kainang. And I'm still willing to be won over by it. This is not a final judgment. This is just an end of stream impression. Arborstone, I didn't realize I had the mastery unlocked. I didn't realize that unlocking stuff here was connected to the mastery, so I'm excited to flesh this place out. Yesterday, when I ended my stream, I talked about how knowing this place would be built out was such a cool feeling that I wanted to wrap myself up in it, and I still feel that way. But after having been out in the rest of Echo Vault, I feel a lot less interested in this whole play space and the wilds in there. It feels a lot of the time like I'm just in a cardboard maze. Only the cardboard is the color of like weird green petrified wood. And what's the point of getting lost in it? What experience am I supposed to be having other than confusion? And why should it be confusing? Like, why does the game want me to be confused here? What's the payoff? What's the payoff? And you have these little villages, a few really well fleshed out areas that do feel like they kind of come out of the wilds. I like that. But I don't think they're enough to pay off on the miles and miles of pointless, samey, homogeneous, monochromatic, pointlessly punishing, pointlessly confusing, twisted wilds. Here's hoping that I learn it and see the value in it. Because I'll tell you, I've compared it a few times to Tangled Depths, the third map of the Heart of Thorns expansion, but the Tangled Depths weren't confusing to me in terms of why I would want to master them. The Tangled Depths were full of incredibly unique looking, well-presented, different kinds of opportunities and challenges, and it was a rainbow of both of experiences and of a visual palette. The confluence in the middle, all the various camps, the chalk hive areas. Yeah, there's a little bit of that sameness, but not throughout the entire map like Echovold. I don't know. I get the sense that there was a sense with Echovold of it needs to be good enough. And maybe it was the last priority to get right. And maybe when you compare it to Saitung and Kaineng and whatever's coming up last, this was the lowest priority, and it was the best thing to leave a little bit more under-designed, underpopulated, cooked. But it bums me out. Because the Echovold Forest is just like such a flavorful place, and these cathedrals with their stained glass are so beautiful, and I don't want to feel bored by them. I don't want to feel bored by them. Okay. That's it for thoughts. I have the whole day tomorrow off. Last day of my my week off from work. All these rooms. Oh, this is really cool. Poke around this some more next time. Anyway. I'll see y'all then. I hope you have a good day or night. And, yeah. Take it easy.